Meet D.B. Cooper, an unidentified man who hijacked a plane in 1971, who demanded a hefty ransom, and then vanished into thin air. Imagine a world where questions outnumber answers. Who was D.B. Cooper? Did he survive his audacious leap into the night? The mystery intensifies as you explore the twists and turns of the FBI's 45-year investigation. What happened to Cooper? Where did he disappear to? Well, you can answer it all if you stay tuned till the end of this video. So let's get started. In 1971, a mysterious character dubbed D.B. Cooper seized control of Northwest Orient Airlines Flight 305, transforming a routine journey from Portland to Seattle into an unforgettable caper. Armed with a bomb threat, he demanded a hefty $200,000 in ransom and 4 parachutes upon landing in Seattle. After freeing the passengers, he plotted a daring escape to Mexico City, parachuting into the night over southwestern Washington. The aftermath? A small fraction of the ransom money surfaced along the Columbia River in 1980, reigniting public intrigue. Despite an extensive hunt, Cooper's identity and fate remained elusive. Mistakenly identified as Dan Cooper, he became the enigmatic D.B. Cooper. For 45 years, the FBI pursued leads and crafted a compelling case file, but the elusive hijacker slipped through the investigative cracks. Did he survive the risky parachute jump? What compelled him to vanish into the night, leaving a nation guessing? What led to the disappearance of the ransom money? Well, to know all this, let's talk about the main case. The hijacking. On the eve of Thanksgiving in 1971, a mysterious man with a black attaché case stepped up to the Northwest Orient Airlines counter at Portland International Airport. Using cash, he purchased a one-way ticket for Flight 305, a quick hop to Seattle-Tacoma International Airport. Described as a mid-40s, white male with dark hair, brown eyes, and a sharp business suit, Dan Cooper took his seat in the back row of the Boeing 727-100. Sporting a black or brown suit, a white shirt, a slim black tie, a black raincoat, and brown shoes, he sipped on a bourbon and 7-Up. The flight, manned by Captain William A. Scott and crewed by 6, including flight attendants Alice Hancock, Tina Mucklow, and Florence Schaffner, left Portland with 36 passengers at 2:50 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Shortly after takeoff, Cooper passed a note to flight attendant Schaffner, seated behind him. Assuming it was a harmless message, she dropped it into her purse. But the atmosphere changed when Cooper whispered, "Miss, you'd better look at that note. I have a bomb." The note, written in neat capitals, revealed his chilling message. "Miss, I have a bomb in my briefcase, and I want you to sit by me." Schaffner, responding calmly, sat beside him and discreetly asked to see the bomb. Opening his briefcase, Cooper revealed what appeared to be dynamite. 2 rows of red cylinders, wired to a cylindrical battery. The journey had taken an unexpected turn into uncertainty. In a swift exchange, Cooper conveyed his demands to flight attendant Schaffner, who relayed them to Captain Scott in the cockpit. Taking command, Captain Scott directed Schaffner to document events and remain in the cockpit. Cooper's audacious request, $200,000 in cash, 2 front parachutes, and 2 back parachutes, suggested a potential hostage scenario. With Schaffner inside, flight attendant Mucklow became the intermediary between Cooper and the crew. More demands followed: fuel trucks upon landing, passengers seated during money transfer, and a pledge to release them post-payment, with parachutes as the final delivery. Captain Scott alerted authorities, prompting a coordinated response. Meanwhile, passengers were told of a minor delay. Northwest Orient's president authorized the ransom, and for 2 intense hours, Flight 305 circled Puget Sound, giving Seattle police and the FBI time to assemble the ransom and parachutes for the impending airborne drama. Amidst the flight from Portland to Seattle, Cooper insisted on having Mucklow by his side, showcasing an unexpected calmness. Despite the tension, he displayed a surprising familiarity with local landmarks, pinpointing McChord Air Force Base's proximity to SeaTac Airport. Engaging in conversation, Mucklow probed Cooper's motives for choosing Northwest Airlines, uncovering a personal rather than a grudge-driven agenda. Cooper's origins remained a guarded secret. As Seattle loomed, Mucklow continued dialogue, even accepting a cigarette from Cooper. FBI records noted his brief talk with another passenger and amusing interaction with the cowboy, who questioned Mucklow persistently. The $200,000 ransom, meticulously detailed by the FBI, arrived, and local sources provided the parachutes for Cooper's intricate plan. As pieces fell into place, the stage was set for the mysterious airborne saga's next chapter. Around 5:24 Pacific Time, Captain Scott received news of the parachutes and ransom delivery, prompting Cooper to permit landing on a dimly lit runway as per his conditions. Cooper demanded a lone representative, Al Lee, to approach with parachutes and money through the front door. Landing at 5:46 Pacific, Pacific, Cooper inspected the ransom, releasing passengers after Mucklow jokingly asked for a share. With passengers off the plane, Cooper and the crew remained. Mucklow, following orders, delivered parachutes during a refueling delay. Cooper improvised a money bag from a parachute canopy. Despite FAA requests for a meeting, Cooper set directives for the flight to Mexico City via Reno Tahoe International Airport, dictating terms for a unique low-flight plan with the rear exit door open. Cooper's control heightened, steering the unfolding airborne drama into a critical phase. At 7:40 p.m., Flight 309 took off with only Cooper, Mucklow, Captain Scott, First Officer Radishak, and Flight Engineer Anderson on board. Two F-106 fighters and a T-33 trainer followed at a safe distance. Cooper, in control, directed Mucklow to lower the aft staircase, dismissing her concerns about being sucked out. Cooper, silent during the flight, tied the money bag to his waist and disregarded warnings about the deployed staircase. At 11:02 p.m., Flight 305 landed in Reno. Authorities, fearing Cooper and the bomb might still be on board, delayed their approach. After confirming Cooper's absence, the FBI bomb squad declared the cabin safe. The elusive hijacker had vanished into the night, leaving behind an enduring mystery. In the aftermath of D.B. Cooper's disappearance, investigators discovered 66 fingerprints on the plane, along with Cooper's tie clip, and 2 parachutes, one of which had 3 cut shroud lines. FBI agents conducted interviews and created composite sketches, questioning potential suspects, including an innocent man named D.B. Cooper, due to a journalist's error. The search faced challenges in defining the area precisely due to varying estimates of airspeed, changing conditions, and the unknown duration of Cooper's freefall. Air Force pilots and radar detected no jump, and the difficulty of spotting a black-clad figure in the moonless night complicated the investigation. On December 6, 1971, FBI Director J. Edgar Hoover authorized the use of an Air Force SR-71 Blackbird to retrace Flight 305's path and photograph potential landing sites. Despite 5 flights attempting this, poor visibility hampered photography efforts. In an experimental recreation, FBI agents replicated the hijacking scenario by pushing a 200-pound sled from the same aircraft. This recreated the tail section's upward motion and cabin pressure change at 8:13 p.m. Initial estimates pointed to a landing zone near Mount St. Helens, specifically the southern outreach near Ariel, Washington. Search efforts covered Clark and Cowlitz counties, involving extensive ground and aerial searches. Despite these efforts, neither Cooper nor his equipment was found, perpetuating the mystery of D.B. Cooper's vanishing act. After the spring thaw in 1972, a comprehensive 18-day ground search involving FBI agents, soldiers, Air Force personnel, and volunteers took place in Clark and Cowlitz counties. A submarine explored Lake Merwin's depths, but no significant evidence related to the hijacking was found. Early projections placed Cooper's drop zone between Ariel Dam and Battleground, Washington. A 1972 joint investigation suggested Cooper likely jumped over Lost Center, Washington. In 2019, the FBI reported a burglary near Hyson, Washington, within the calculated drop zone, occurring about 3 hours after Cooper's jump. The burglar took survival items, but the extensive search yielded no conclusive evidence regarding D.B. Cooper's fate. A month post-hijacking, the FBI circulated the ransom serial numbers to various entities conducting large cash transactions. Northwest Orient offered a reward of 15% of the recovered money, up to $25,000. In 1972, U.S. Attorney General John N. Mitchell publicly released the serial numbers. Counterfeit bills with Cooper's serial numbers were later used to swindle $30,000 from a Newsweek reporter. In 1973, the Oregon Journal and Seattle's Post-Intelligencer offered rewards for genuine ransom bills, but no valid matches were found. In 1975, Northwest Orient's insurer paid the airline's $180,000 claim on the missing ransom money. Upon reevaluation, it was found that the original estimate of Cooper's landing zone was off. Captain Scott, manually flying due to Cooper's demands, realized the flight path was farther east. New data, including input from Continental Airlines pilot Tom Bohan, suggested a significant error in wind direction calculations, possibly up to 80 degrees. This led to the conclusion that the actual drop zone was south-southeast of the original estimate, in the Washougal River drainage area. Despite searches, no traceable evidence ever related to the hijacking has been found in the Washougal Valley, with some speculating that the 1980 Mount St. Helens eruption might have erased any remaining clues. In 2016, the FBI shocked everyone by hitting pause on the long-running Cooper case, the only unsolved air piracy in commercial aviation. They claim to have bigger priorities, but are still open to new clues about parachutes or ransom money. A massive 66-volume case file is now open to the public. Can you believe this mystery has lingered for 45 years? Do you think someone out there holds the key to cracking this case wide open? The FBI is waiting for your output. So let us know your views in the comments section, and make sure to share with your friends and family, and we'll get their views too. And for more great stories, subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.